Here is week number 5 of the 2023 Madden NFL season. Here's a look at the standings heading into week number 5. And there's me, hello. While you're looking at the NFC standings, I just wanted to remind you that there are only 3 teams left undefeated heading into week number 5. And there's still only one team that's looking for their first win of 2023. And that one team is the Tampa Bay Bucks. So now that that's out of the way, let's get week 5 underway. Kicking off week number 5, a Thursday night matchup, you'll see the 2-2 Chicago Bears taking on the 3-1 Washington Commanders. Well, just like in real-life football this past weekend, the Bears were up big, but they blow it at the end. Same thing happens here. Commanders win 31-21. So the Commanders, they will improve to 4-1, and the Bears, they're going to drop to 2-3. Next up is our second London game of the season. We'll see the Jacksonville Jaguars back in London once again. However, this time, they will be taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Well, the Bills almost made it interesting, but the Jaguars said not so fast. You are not pulling a comeback on my watch. Jags win 38-17. The Jags, they won 3 in a row now. They're going to move to 3-2. And the Bills, unfortunately, they're heading in the wrong direction, as now they're going to drop to 2-3. Now we're on to our 1 o'clock window, as we'll first see the 2-2 Saints take on the 2-2 Patriots. The Patriots get a nice bounce-back win after coming up short to the Cowboys last week. Patriots win 33-18, so they're going to improve to 3-2, and the Saints are going to drop to 2-3. Up next, we have an AFC South battle, as we'll see the Tennessee Titans take on the Indianapolis Colts, who will not only have Anthony Richardson back, but will also have Jonathan Taylor back. The Titans almost had an amazing comeback, but the Colts, they were able to hang on, and they win 31-28 over the Titans. So the Colts, they end a 2-game losing streak. They get to 3-2, and the Titans, well, after getting their first win of the season last week, unfortunately this week, they drop another game, as they're going to drop now to 1-4. Up next, we'll see one of my favorite division rivalry games of all time. We'll see the Baltimore Ravens take on the Pittsburgh Steelers, who's going to be without Kenny Pickett today. What a game this was, but the Ravens proved that they were the better team today, and they win 31-24 over the division rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the Ravens, they stay perfect. They improved to 5-0, and the Steelers are going to drop to 3-2. Next up, we'll see 2 teams that needed wins, as we'll see the Panthers take on the Lions. The Lions are going to get a much-needed win as they dominate 28-10 over the Panthers. So the Lions will improve to 2-3, and the Panthers, after starting their season 2-0, they have now lost 3 in a row, as the Panthers will now drop to 2-3. Next up, we'll have a couple of 1-3 teams going at it, as we'll see the Texans take on the Falcons. It'll be the Atlanta Falcons that will get the much-needed win, as they win 27-21, so the Falcons will improve to 2-3, and the Texans are going to drop to 1-4. And in our final game in the 1 o'clock window, we'll see Tua and the Dolphins head back home to take on Daniel Jones and the Giants. Well, the Dolphins started out slow, but they got it together, and the Dolphins get a dominating 33-14 win, so the Dolphins will improve to 4-1. The Giants, they started off fast, but since the game went on, they just couldn't find anything, as now the Giants will drop to 2-3. On to our 4 o'clock window now. As the first game you'll see in the 4 o'clock window, you'll see Joe Burrow and the Bengals take on Joshua Dobbs and the Cardinals. And the Bengals get a bounce-back win. They win 24-10. Not the impressive win from the Bengals, but a win is a win. So the Bengals, they improve to 3-2, and the Cardinals are going to drop to 2-3. Up next should be an exciting one, as you'll see the Eagles take on the Rams, who will have Cooper Kupp back today. Well, here's a surprise. I'm not surprised that the Rams won this game. I'm surprised that the Rams annihilated the Eagles. They won like 40-17. Like, the Eagles, they stand in no chance in this game. So that was surprising of the Eagles' performance today. But the Rams, they won 2 in a row. They improved to 3-2, and the Eagles, they've now lost 2 in a row, and they're also going to drop to 3-2. Up next, you'll see the 2-2 New York Jets taking on the 1-3 Denver Broncos. And the Broncos surprisingly get a dominating win. They win 35-13 over the Jets. So the Broncos end a 3-game losing streak. They'll improve to 2-3, and the Jets are now on a 3-game losing streak, as they will drop to 2-3. And the final game in our 4 o'clock window, you'll see Patrick Mahomes and the undefeated defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, take on the Minnesota Vikings. The Chiefs will be the second team this season to go 5-0, as they win 38-13 over the Vikings. So For all you Chiefs fans and your Taylor Swift fans, congratulations, you're 5-0 of the season now. And for the Vikings, they're going to drop to 2-3. A lot of work to do for the Vikings. On to Sunday Night Football. In real-life football, game of the week right here. But in this Madden season, both teams need a win, as the Dallas Cowboys will take on the San Francisco 49ers. What a game this was. The 49ers needed a field goal to tie the game or a touchdown to win the game, but they don't get neither one. So the Cowboys, they hang on to win 27-24. So the Cowboys will improve to 3-2, and the 49ers, the struggles continue for San Francisco, surprisingly, as now they're going to drop to 1-4. What is going on with the 49ers? I just don't get it. And in our final game of week number 5, our Monday night matchup, as we'll see a Davante Adams revenge game, as him and the Las Vegas Raiders will take on the Green Bay Packers. How about this? The Las Vegas Raiders has upset the Green Bay Packers. They win 31-27. Talk about a revenge game for Davante Adams, because now he gives his former team their first loss of the season. But congrats to the Raiders. They won 2 in a row now. They improved to 2-3. And the Packers, like I said, first loss of the season, they dropped to 3-1. Correction, 4-1. But congrats to the Raiders on the win. And that's going to do it for week number 5. Congratulations to everyone that won their games. And for all the teams that are on their bye weeks, well, I hope you enjoyed your bye week, because next week, you're back in action. There's a look at the updated standings heading into week number 6. A couple of these divisions got drama, like the AFC East. The Dolphins only lead by a game. The AFC South, the Colts and Jags are tied for first. For the Chiefs and Ravens, even though they're looking good right now, they're still undefeated, and they're a couple games ahead for first. They're only like 2 games ahead, so that can all pretty much change, as we still got a lot of football left to be played. Speaking of the Chiefs and Ravens, we entered week 5 with 3 undefeated teams left. Green Bay lost their game today, so now we only have 2 undefeated teams left, and they are the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens, 2 teams in the AFC. There's a look at the NFC standings. Because the Packers lost their game today, that means there are no more unbeaten teams left in the NFC. Every team that plays in the NFC has officially lost a game in this Madden season. A lot of these divisions in the NFC has a lot of drama, like the NFC East, the NFC North, the NFC West got some drama, and the NFC South. Yeah, that division's not looking too good, because first place is 2-3. Not only that, but the Panthers, Saints, and Falcons are all tied for first, and all 3 of those teams are 2-3. The Tampa Bay Bucks are still the only team left to win a game. They didn't do it this week because they had a bye week this week, but they do have a chance to get their first win of the season next week. There's a look at the matchups for week number 6. We have another London game. This time the Ravens and Titans will get to host London. And then the Packers and Steelers, 2 teams that had heartbreaking losses today, they'll have a chance to get rested up before they get back into action in week number 7. And that's going to do it. I'm Robert Magic, and I'll see you all next week for week number 6. Have a great night, everyone.